was Bronny time last night in Las Vegas as the younger LeBron put up his best game of the summer so far.
Right, if we're gonna sit here and compare, even though we don't want to compare, who looks more like the first round pick, him or Connect right now?
I might have been wrong. Are you listening, LeBron James? Are you listening, James family? Are you listening, Rich Paul? Are you listening, all of you people?
Ladies and gentlemen, we might be witnessing the most satisfying and vindicating story in recent NBA memory, and the season hasn't even begun. For over a year, the entire league, the media, and social platforms clowned the Los Angeles Lakers for drafting Bronny James in the second round. They said it was a publicity stunt, a favor to LeBron, a nepotism move that had no place in a serious franchise. But now Bronny is flipping the entire narrative on its head. He's not just holding his own in the Summer League, he's dominating. And if you actually watch him play, you'll see why some are now saying he should have been drafted way earlier. This isn't hype. This isn't just a name. This is talent, growth, and resilience. Bronny has shown flashes of real two-way excellence, with tight handles, confident shooting, lockdown defense, and surprisingly sharp basketball IQ. And what makes it more impressive is the context everyone loves to ignore. Just last year, Bronny wasn't even expected to play. He suffered cardiac arrest during a USC practice, a life-threatening moment that would have ended most careers before they started. Yet here he is, not only alive and well, but outworking and outshining the very players people said were more deserving of a shot. Sure, his college stats looked rough: 2.3 points per game, low shooting percentages, but that was never the full story. The man was 20 years old, coming off a traumatic health scare, and thrown straight into a high-pressure environment with NBA eyes watching every move. And let's not forget, he was picked 55th. That's the bottom of the second round, where most players don't even make it through training camp. The only reason people expected more from him is because his last name is James. But here's the twist. If you actually watched his G League performances last season, you'd know this kid can ball. Bronny quietly averaged 21.9 points, 5.3 assists, 5.3 rebounds, and 2 steals per game on efficient shooting. Those are not fluke numbers. That's consistency. That's growth. And that's without the pressure of carrying an NBA roster. The G League gave him space to learn, develop, and regain confidence, and this Summer League is the result. Now, under the bright lights and in front of a national audience, Bronny is silencing the haters. The critics who once laughed are starting to watch closely. Lakers fans who doubted him are starting to believe, and the league. They better pay attention. Because Bronny James is not just here to exist in the NBA, he's here to contribute and maybe even shine. So whether you think he was drafted too low, too high, or just for the headlines, one thing is now certain: Bronny James is writing his own story. And from what we're seeing, it's just getting started. For the first time, people are finally seeing Bronny James as Bronny the Hooper, not just Bronny, son of LeBron James. And on July 14th, he made damn sure the world knew it. Facing off against the Clippers in Summer League, Bronny dropped 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists while shooting a scorching 60% from both the field and the three-point line. That performance wasn't just good, it was proof that Bronny belongs. And here's why. In that very game, Bronny didn't just play well, he turned into a walking highlight reel. And the tone was set from the very first possession. As soon as the Lakers touched the ball, Bronny was ready to cook. He started on the wing, with the shot clock ticking down and a defender glued to him like a shadow. Calm and composed, he swung the ball across the key to Dalton Knecht. But Knecht couldn't create any space and quickly dished it right back to Bronny. Now posted on the right wing. At this point, Bronny scanned for a passing option. Nothing. No gaps, no cuts, no movement. So, he made the decision. ISO time. He adjusted his stance, lowered his shoulder, and prepared to attack. His footwork was tight, his dribble under control, and with one smooth motion, he drove hard toward the rim. But that drive was bait. The defender, reading the aggression, stepped back just enough, and that's all Bronny needed. In one fluid motion, he pulled up for three. Cash. That one possession said everything. Poise, vision, improved shooting, and that raw athleticism. Bronny James isn't just here to be LeBron's son. He's here to build his own legacy. For the first time in his young career, Bronny James is finally being recognized for who he is. Not the son of an all-time legend, but a player carving out a legacy of his own. The noise, the doubts, the media storms, they're still there, but they're fading. Because Bronny is shutting it all down. Not with tweets, not with interviews, but with buckets. This summer league has given him the perfect stage, and he's using every inch of it to silence critics. One possession at a time. Let's rewind to July 14th, when the Lakers took on the Clippers. It wasn't just a game, it was a statement. Bronny finished the night with 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists while shooting a blistering 60% from both the field and the three-point line. That's not just solid, that's NBA ready. And while the stat line is impressive, it's how he got those buckets that really shows just how far he's come as a hooper. Right from the opening possession, Bronny made it known he came to play. The Lakers had just gotten into their offensive set, and Bronny was on the wing. The shot clock was already halfway gone, and the on-ball pressure was intense. So, he made a smart swing pass across the court to Dalton Knecht, but when Knecht couldn't shake free and kicked it right back to Bronny. The decision was simple. ISO time. With the clock ticking and no help in sight, Bronny got into position. He used his athleticism to threaten a drive, forcing the defender to step back, and that's when he pulled up for a confident, smooth three-pointer. Cash, right out of the gate, we saw footwork, shot selection, spacing awareness, and execution. All traits of an elite guard. And remember, this is coming from a guy who a year ago had scouts questioning if he even belonged in the league. But he wasn't done. Later in the quarter, Bronny was off the ball. That's right, no dribble, no spotlight, but he was still orchestrating. You could see him calling out the play like a floor general. And when Cole Swider wrapped to the corner, and the big came up to set an off-ball screen for Bronny, it was all unfolding exactly as drawn up. The ball handler was being hounded at half court, but Bronny popped open just in time off the screen. And the moment he caught it, he exploded. He knew the help defender wasn't ready, and he powered toward the rim with authority. But what should have been an open lane got clogged fast. His defender stuck to him like glue, and the corner help rotated down. Most young guards would panic here, force a pass, lose the ball. But not Bronny. He did something only the best guards do. He made the defense move with a fake that wasn't even a fake. With a subtle shift of the shoulders and eyes, he implied a pass to the corner, and the defender bit. That tiny hesitation gave Bronny the exact window he needed. He picked the ball up high, something Donovan Mitchell does masterfully, and finished with an offhand layup around 2 defenders. Poise, deception, control. That's what separates G League players from NBA contributors. That play alone showed you this kid isn't just athletic, he's smart. He studies the game, and he's learning quickly. But let's be honest, it's not always about system plays and IQ. Sometimes, you've just got to have that bag. Bronny's next moment wasn't a team effort. It wasn't some brilliant design. It was him, a defender, and the corner, old school one-on-one. He caught the ball in triple threat and sized up his man. Then, in one lightning-quick motion, he hit him with a Jimmy Butler-style shimmy escape. Dribble, creating separation. He could have driven baseline, and most players would have, but Bronny read the paint. It was clogged. So instead, he stopped on a dime, hit it between the legs to shift it to his offhand. Stepped back, rose up, and drilled a 3 in his defender's face. No screen, no pick, no help. Just pure skill. People underestimate how difficult it is to create a shot at the NBA level without help. The footwork, balance, and shot mechanics have to be perfect. And here's Bronny, in Summer League, pulling that off like it's nothing. That's not something you see from every second rounder. That's not even something you see from some first rounders. Now, let's talk about clutch. Because talent without composure means nothing when the game is on the line. With just 3:30 left in a tie game, Bronny called for the ball. Not to spot up, not to defer, but to take over. He wanted it at the top of the key. His spot, the Lakers. Set a high screen, and Bronny got the switch he wanted, a clipper. Big man guarding him on the perimeter, mismatch, but the big held his ground surprisingly well. He gave up just enough space to make Bronny think. So, Bronny went to work. He hit a quick tween dribble into a hesitation cross, trying to bait the defender's feet. The big man shifted left, trying to cut off a potential drive. Smart, disciplined, but Bronny. He saw it, felt it, and instantly countered back to the right, using the big's momentum against him. Then, with a power back down, he forced the mismatch into the paint. Just when the defender reset and tried to hold the line, Bronny used his speed to slip under him for a smooth, uncontested layup. That was the go-ahead bucket. In that moment, Bronny didn't just show shot-making. He didn't just show footwork, he showed mental toughness, awareness, killer instinct. That's what NBA coaches dream of from young guards. And I get it, it's still just Summer League. But what is Summer League for, if not to measure development? To see if a player can translate their tools to game situations. And Bronny, game after game, is proving he's not just a novelty draft pick. He's a legit contributor now. I'll be the first to admit, I was one of Bronny's harshest critics last summer. I thought the Lakers were playing with fire. I questioned the pick. I questioned the plan. And early in the season, I wasn't impressed. But what we're seeing now is growth. Real, tangible development. On a Summer League squad that includes former first-rounders like Dalton Knecht, who logged significant NBA minutes last season, Bronny has clearly been the best player. He's not just fitting in, he's leading. And here's where it gets interesting. If Bronny keeps this up, there's a very real path for him to crack the Lakers' rotation. Whether it's backing up D'Angelo Russell or slotting in behind Austin Reeves in a two-guard role, Bronny has tools the Lakers need: energy, perimeter defense, pace, and improved shot creation. Even if he doesn't start the season on the Lakers' active roster, I'm telling you now, by mid-season, you're going to see him. And not just in garbage time. Now, of course, the elephant in the room is LeBron James. If Bronny is traded, chances are he goes wherever LeBron goes. But I'll say this with confidence, even if Bronny ends up on another team, he will still find a place in that rotation. You can't keep a high-Q athletic two-way guard off the floor forever, especially one improving this fast. Bronny has made strides in every area people doubted. Shooting, improved. Shot creation, sharper. Defense, more disciplined. Decision-making, calm under pressure. He's got the mentality. He's got the work ethic. Most importantly, he's got the respect of his teammates and coaches. So go ahead, call it hype if you want. Say it's just Summer League. Say the competition isn't elite, but you can't fake feel. You can't fake growth. And you definitely can't fake the impact Bronny has had every time he's stepped on the court. This summer, it's time to stop calling him just LeBron's son. It's time to recognize Bronny James as a legitimate NBA player with his own game, his own story, and his own future. So let me ask you this. Do you think this is just a Summer League flash in the pan? Or are we witnessing the birth of the next great Lakers story? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, I'm your boy Mike, and I'm dropping the mic. Until next time.